All right, guys, what is going on? And welcome. It has been a long time, guys. It has been a long time since we've played some State of Decay in general. It's been quite a few months. We did State of Decay 2 a lot more recent than we did the State of Decay breakdown. But we started with this. I want to say we started with this playthrough that we're going to be continuing with. We started with this playthrough last year, actually, and we made it all the way up to like breakdown level 7, I believe. We'll check when we get in, but I believe I made it up to breakdown level 7. I don't know if I can see it on my achievements. Yeah. So I beat 6, so I believe we're on 7 currently, which is quite high. It's the highest I've ever made it on breakdown. As you guys know, breakdown goes up to like rank 99. It's like way hard. You get up into the higher ranks, it puts State of Decay 2 to shame. Like it is super difficult. I think there's points where you can literally get like one shot by certain zombie types and things like that. So it gets really hard. Resources get really scarce, and yeah, but right now I believe we're on rank level 7, and I figured, hey, I was kind of jonesing. I wanted to jump in and mess around and play a little bit of this, kind of see what you guys wanted to see. We'll be playing a couple of zombie games over the next few days. We got this. I was going to try out 7 Days to Die 2.0 or whatever tomorrow, and then we were going to mess around with some Scum 1.0 I believe on Tuesday. So that's going to kind of be like what the next few days look like. Tonight, we'll mess around with some of the altars also. But yeah, I wanted to kind of jump in, play a little bit of State of Decay. I know I owe it to a lot of viewers who have been here for a while, been begging and pleading. So here we go, guys. We're going to jump in and mess around with this. Rob, I want to say thank you so much for the 53 damn months. Holy crap, dude. Hardened Survivor. I appreciate the Father's Day wishes, brother. And tell Holly and Damien I said hello. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. All right, so I gotta wrap my head around where we even are. It's been a long time since I've played State of Decay 1. I don't remember the controls. I will have to turn the graphics from this. Yeah, we gotta go 1080p, and then we gotta go back to 4K. And that fixes the yep. Okay. So I don't know why I picked this base, but we're at the little taco joint, the Alamo. This is in downtown Marshall. As you guys know, State of Decay 1's map is the okay, so it says there's a vehicle up that way. Now we're not spending too much time in each breakdown level. We're just kind of getting because every time you move, it resets. So we're trying to get up high as we can. Let's see, I do have a gun. I got a melee weapon. We got a little bit of ammo. Brian with a Y. What's up, brother? All right, let's go ahead and swap out this melee weapon. So I gotta see what we have in our locker. So we got a decent bit of ammo, actually. We've been building up. So your supply locker does go with you as you level up. We got a fair bit of guns too. Holy crap, too. Look at that. We got an LMG. All right, we got tons of guns. All right, we're in good shape, guys. We're in good shape. Let's get our hands on a new melee weapon, though. So we got another stack of ammo, and I think we got a couple cars in the back. Doug, brother man, what is going on, dude? Holy shit, with a huge super chat. Thank you so much, brother, for the Father's Day wishes. I appreciate you, man. I hope you're having a good day today. Everybody, I appreciate the Father's Day wishes, and again, I hope everybody's having a good day. So we got somebody in the base who has some morale issues, got a neighbor who needs rescue. We do have an outpost here with traps. See, so this is the only outpost we've established so far, and one down here. So let's get those traps triggered. I forgot how to do that. I think we bring up the radio, right? Okay, we got a horde nearby. Outpost. Arm traps. This place actually sucks when it comes to outposts. We're not allowed to have 4 outposts in this spot. All right. So we're going to go scout out the RV. Whoop, did not mean to do that. We're going to go scout out the RV. We're going to see what we need to get it up and running. We don't have to worry about driving through Marshall because there's no plague walls. Ozzy, what's going on? Ooh. Holy crap, brother. With another super chat, dude. At work wanted to pop in, tell it quick. I appreciate you for popping in, brother. For real, man. I hope work goes well, dude. So I want to, ooh, Farrell. I want to know in the chat, what is the highest breakdown level you've ever achieved? This is my highest. 7 is my highest.
We might be able to hold off another attack if we're lucky. You know what's awesome? Outposts. We should set up more.
Never played it. Yeah, if you've never played State of Decay Breakdown, guys, give it a chance. It's actually a pretty good time. It's more sandboxy, for sure. It is on PC, yeah. I'm playing this on PC right now, right on Steam. But it's a part of State of Decay Year 1 Survival Edition, so you gotta buy State of Decay 1, and Breakdown is a game mode in State of Decay 1. I think we're going the wrong way, actually. I was supposed to go across the bridge, wasn't I? Nope, it's right here behind me. Yep, I literally drove right past it like a fucking idiot. Right there.
You found the RV?
Yeah.
How does it look? Never mind, I'll check your journal when you get home. I'm sure it'll be full of useful info. Let's get started as soon as we can. We need to get this thing roadworthy, you know, just in case.
Sounds good.
We don't even have a suppressor on this either, though. Come on, dude. Stamina's a lot more punishing in State of Decay 1 than State of Decay 2. Like,
it takes hordes a while to congregate. If we clear some of them out, it'll make things easier for us. For a while, anyways.
How are things on the home front?
New report from our scouts.
I forgot where to check the RV.
Our defense is
Get to
okay?
the base.
I think we're okay.
Okay, so for the RV, we need fuel. We got to fix the tires. We got to clean it, and we got to fix the engine. This thing's pretty beat. All right, so we're gonna have to go out and get all these resources to get this thing up and running. Yeah, so rank 6 is the highest rank you need to unlock all of the survivors. Tanky as shit. So we're gonna go hit a couple of gas stations. We'll get that fuel right now while we're out. Trying to think. Yeah, there's a gas station right across the bridge here. We'll hit the gas stations back in Marshall too. Bulldog, how you doing, brother, man? So the one down the road here doesn't have fuel, just like a convenience store. got a Bronto right here. Yeah. The wall kills are crazy. Oh shit! God damn! Wasn't watching my stamina chat. Told you, you gotta be careful. Yo, you die quick in this game. It'd be a shame if I died to some regular ass zombies, dude. Not even a freak. Holy crap. Let's get this gas and get the hell out of here. Come on, are you serious? Yeah, she's actually a special character too. It would have really been hurt my feelings if I'd have lost her. Jonah Mel's, what's going on? How you doing? My A Rossi, thank you so much for that. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the Father's Day wishes. Seriously, means a lot to me. I hope again, all you fathers in the chat, happy Father's Day. I hope everybody's having a good one. Let's see if we can get some. How do I turn my flashlight on? Oop! I just ate my last snack. How do you turn the flashlight on, chat? T. Yeah. Forgot the controls. Okay, so we got food, got these snacks. We're here for the gasoline. One resource we don't need. Food. Eventually, there is some type of combat. Mostly it's just you avoiding monsters. Oh, that sucks. I don't feel like a game needs combat to be good, but I feel like that game could have had cool combat for sure. Jamie, thank you so much for the gifted. How you doing today, man? Oh, damn. So there was a lot of food in here. A lot of food in this spot. No gas. Jonah, I hope you're feeling better. For real, dude. I hope you're feeling better.
All quiet here.
Okay, let me come up with a plan here. So I think there's another gas station down the road, if I'm not mistaken. The only thing I'm worried about is if I drive down there, we're probably going to aggro up a ton of zombies. Right down there. But I'm not trying to walk either. There's a couple sheds over there that we could also check. Heart Machine, also with the gifted. Thank you so much. Bart, how you doing? That's my motto, Army Gal. Usually, oh my god, you hear all them zombies busting? It's usually safer to walk most places, even in State of Decay 2. This place is bone dry. So we will go on foot over here to see if we can... This area is a lot different in State of Decay 2's version of... Rumble. This is a lot smaller. They actually expanded this whole entire neighborhood here. Is twice the size in State of Decay 2 because there's like a shed and like a bunch of houses here, and then you have the shopping plaza, and then across there you have the actual fairgrounds. But yeah, they expanded a lot. I didn't realize, because I never really spent that much time up here in State of Decay 1. I didn't realize how much they expanded on in State of Decay 2. We got hordes heading toward the house right now. Our trap. Ooh, screamer. I don't think we'd get any gas out of this spot though. See, Loner, they say that, right? Because, you know, I've heard that whole thing. Like, oh, gas doesn't last that long. 3 to 6 months. Listen, I had a lawnmower, okay, that sat in my shed for like 5 years with the same gas in it, dude. I pulled that bad boy out. Not even thinking about the gas. I just opened the cap. I seen it was in there. Pulled the filter off because it was full of like mice. Fucking house. Right? Gave that bad boy a couple yanks. Didn't even clean off the spark plugs. Now gave that bad boy a couple yanks, fired right up, dude. And then I ran that gas out. And I poured some more in, dude. Alright, so I think there's another. Damn, where the fuck do we get gas? I'm like, I feel like a noob right now. Like I don't know the map. So I'm like, yo, where the hell do I get fuel? There's a couple sheds in here, but this area is heavily military focused. I'm telling you, it was legitimately 4 or 5 years that I had this lawnmower sitting in the shed. Well, I literally fired that bad boy up. Yeah, we're gonna probably have to head up towards Spencer's Mill. There's not the. Oh, the big warehouse. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna wait. Oh, double screamer, seriously? Where we gotta go? Oh, a little loud. Juggernaut? Yeah, we'll head up towards Spencer's Mill. I know Spencer's Mill quite well. Oh, there's that big warehouse right here, but I think that's military focused. Loader. Set it for 2 years, put new spark plugs, gave it a few stars, fired right up. I'm telling you, man. And then people say it's probably because it's like 2-stroke engines. And if that's the case, man, we should just run everything with 2-stroke engines because they're literal tanks. They do everything. Yeah, so I know this city quite well. We got the gas station right up here on the left. We're gonna go. We actually need quite a bit of fuel though for this. I think we need 20. Okay, we got a juggernaut. Not a thing. Oh, and a feral. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? The problem with ferals in State of Decay 1, they actually dodge fucking bullets, which is wild. Okay, so the good thing is I can kill the Juggernaut and the Feral. Juggernauts are a lot easier in State of Decay 1. Ferals are a little more complicated. I know you can like dodge their leap and then like insta-kill them. I forgot how that works. Let me see if I can just hit this fucker in the head. Back when you used to be able to hide in bushes. Got him. Drained his shit. Got him. Trying to hit the damn tank. We got a good bit of them right here. That's so sick, dude. Yeah, thank you for the 2 months, man. From Scotland, watch your videos for a while. You're a great person to love your content. Dale, I appreciate that, man. For real, dude. Damn. Ooh, what the hell was that?
I got nothing left.
I just want to get some gas, dude. Why is this game so hard? Jesus Christ, bro. I can't even play the game. And there's a fucking screamer. Oh my god, dude. We need suppressors, guys. I don't know why my dumbass came out here without a suppressor. Yeah, it's gas. Okay, we got some gas. Hell yeah, I'm looking for Mafia Old Country. I can't wait.
I'll run this home.
Roger that. We'll be waiting.
I should have outposted this for the fuel. Then did a radio call.
Hey, come here.
care of out there. And time's not exactly on our side, if you know what I mean.
Sounds like I've got company.
So we got what we're getting out of here. I think we can also get fuel from that unfinished house there. I try to get a stealth kill on this screamer. Back when screamers used to wear pants, dude. Yeah, they're working on State of Decay 3. It's just being developed. When they're ready to talk about it, you know, when they got stuff that they want to show, they'll talk about it.
I'm loaded up. See you back at base.
Yeah, we talked about it before. One of the main issues, and it's not just State of Decay, like it's just games in general. One of the big problems is speculation. So ever since they released that first initial announcement trailer, not a gameplay trailer, just the announcement trailer saying that we were going to actually get a State of Decay 3, people automatically started speculating release dates with that trailer. There was nothing. Like people, like we got that trailer, and then I remember the next day I was streaming and people were like, oh dude, 2023, we're gonna see State of Decay 3. I'm like, where are y'all getting these dates from? And I even told people back then, I was like, dude, it is 2020, like halfway through 2020. If they were to make State of Decay 3 right now and it be done by 2023, that is not gonna be the game that you and me want. At all. That is not going to be the State of Decay 3 we want if they made it that fast. So it was automatically people just were, and even the devs the next day, because they did a live stream the next day, they said it themselves. They're like, we're in like pre-production.
Brainwave, check this out. We need some more sleeping space. People are already sharing beds and shit. Now I've drawn up some basic plans, but we'll want to get on this in a hurry. People are already...
I'm loaded up. See you back at base.
So when they released that trailer, State of Decay 3 was not even being developed. I think 90%, 95% of the team was still on State of Decay 2 when that got released or announced. So the game was just kind of it was still in the gray matter. They didn't have an engine set up. They didn't have anything. It was pretty much just an idea. State of Decay 3 was an idea when that first trailer dropped. But yeah, people are just holding on to like a lot of speculation of like release dates, but the devs have never given it a release date. They never even gave us a release window.
You know, if we don't help out soon, it may be too late. And time's not exactly on our side, if you know what I mean.
Equip that.
I'll run this home.
We'll be ready.
I believe that first trailer came out in August of 2020. I want to say it was. Well, they didn't show the game. Just don't care. It was just an announcement trailer. That's all it was. Just like Starfield got an announcement trailer, Dying Light 2 got an, like all these. It was just an announcement trailer saying that the game was going to be developed. They do it with all types of games, you know. So then we were like, okay, yes, we're actually going to get it. Because prior to that trailer, we didn't know if we were ever going to get a State of Decay 3.
I know you have a lot to do, but time's running short on some of this.
Hey, Mike, thank you
Do
so
what
much for
you
the
can.
26, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got to actually be careful. There's quite a bit of zombies around here. Hi, Mike. Hey, dude, thank you so much for the gifted, brother. Man, you guys are showing some love, dude. I really appreciate it.
Sit tight. I'm bringing this stuff home.
We'll be ready.
Like Avowed. What year did Avowed's announcement trailer come out, guys? Hell, brother, what is going on today, brother? How you doing, man? Thank you for the 5. But yeah, what year did Avowed's announcement trailer come out? The one that everybody was super pissed because the game didn't look anything like the announcement trailer. Damn. So we do have a suppressor. Patrick with the gifted, brother. Thank you, Tal. Appreciate the Father's Day wishes. And Josh Brooks.
Better do one more sweep.
Dropping
Make
the
sure
10, dude. Okay, so it's the same showcase as State of K3. That's what I thought. I thought it was the same showcase. It might have been the same showcase. I think it was. All right, so we all seen how that game turned out because they rushed it out probably earlier than it should have been. Obviously, they went some weird directions with design, but now imagine if they would have done State of Decay 3 in that same time frame. You think you would have got the game you really wanted? Especially because, you know, Avowed probably was being developed prior to that announcement. State of
Seems
Decay
like we missed an opportunity there.
3 didn't start until after.
There's still a few things to do out there.
There's one more gas station.
Hey, we've run into some trouble.
They're in a tough spot. Can you give them an escort?
But yeah, I want to say it was probably closer to 2022, or I think it was 2022, guys, when the team officially, because Jeffrey Card even said it, like when he ended up moving over to the State of Decay 3 team, that announcement trailer came out in 2020. So it was 2 years after that trailer when they finally started to move the rest of the team over to the State of Decay 3 team when they fully. So I would say State of Decay 2's or 3's probably only been under like real development for like 2 years. Because from 2020, when they announced it, halfway through 2020,
All quiet here.
to when they actually moved the team over, they were doing a lot of pencil, paper ideas, concept, that type of stuff. So if I were to take a guess, I'd say the game's probably only been in true development for probably like 2 years. I was sad that was, oh shit. I gotta make an outpost. I think we might use the Tartan Mart here. Now, bloaters act a little different in State of Decay 1. Like, when you shoot them in the head, they don't just disintegrate like in 2. All right, so we're going to turn this into a outpost.
Better do one more sweep. Make sure everything's clear. All quiet here.
Josh, hey, thank you for the super chat, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in chat. Hope you're receiving some. Dude, that's awesome, dude. I appreciate you, bro. For real, man. We're gonna food outpost this for now. She is really, really beat up, so we gotta get her swapped. No, the only thing is when you swap characters, I think she actually runs all the way back to base, which is a little risky with her health being so low. Is that a screamer? Dude, this game has... Yes, it is. This game has no fucking chill, dude.
Hey, come here.
Lucio, how you doing? Reload.
Last clip. Better make it count.
Yo, we're gonna die, dude. I literally feel like I'm gonna get killed today. 100%. Escorting apparently said they were targeting mid-2026. Yo, one game I thought we were definitely going to hear about this year was Fable. Yeah, but I could see both State of Decay and Fable next year. What I see is if we didn't see it this year, I feel like next year, for sure, Xbox Showcase, I would probably bet a fair bit of money on it, chat, that next year we could potentially see a gameplay trailer, full-blown gameplay trailer with a release date on next Showcase. All right, I forgot how to outpost. Establish outpost.
I think we could hold this place.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah. Tell the gang we're building an outpost here.
Okay, so she's all set now. Let's go ahead, switch characters. Ooh, I forgot we had Sasquatch. Oh, chat. Forgot State of Decay 1 is different than State of Decay 2. You can't like teleport your people to the outpost like you can in 2. It's different. So we got to go back over and get our fuel. Yeah, we got Sasquatch as a character. Got some good painkillers. Got a good bit of ammo. Let's go do it. Now, the good thing is I got a couple extra vehicles around town that we can drive over there. Some junkers. I don't want to use my vehicles back there because those are pretty solid ones. There was a cop car around here. Or we got a muscle car over here too.
We could probably beef up our defenses, just to be safe. We might want to set up a few more outposts.
You can also stop by Jurassic Junction. Don't know any of his moves. He's got focus aim. How to use focus aim. Okay, you hold shift. Damn, dude, you see how much damage this guy's doing? Crazy. I already fixed the one sec, guys. Damn it. Trying to not deal with that juggernaut. You know what's wild? This is State of Decay 1. No mods, no anything. And I gotta say, I think the game visually still aged quite well.
Hey, come here.
Nice. We do got some fuel in here. Oh yeah, yeah. Sasquatch, yeah, he's got an awesome beard, man. Oh wait, I didn't. How did I not grab that fuel?
Heads up, I'm coming in.
We'll be ready.
The zombie hanging onto the trunk, dude. State of Decay 1 was so ahead of its time, dude. So we're up to 3 cans of gas. Let me see. How much did we need for the... So we needed 25 fuel. I already have 8. So we're going to head across the street here. This should be the last run of fuel we need to do for right now. One thing I'm starting to realize is there's not a lot of gas on this map right now. This is in State of Decay 2. This is where the one of the bases was moved to.
Seems like we missed an opportunity there.
Loose trailers here. Sounds like there's a fair bit of them in there. Let me go grab some fire. Smoke them out. I think one of the things that made State of Decay 1's zombies feel so much better than State of Decay 2, and for me personally, is I feel like the individual zombies, like the regular fodder in 1, they're very durable. Like even when you're going at them with melee, like it takes a good bit to kill one if you're just smacking in the head. Where in 2, I feel like you could just slice through a whole entire horde of zombies, and it's really not a huge deal. And even in this one, all the zombies don't die with one shot. Like if you shoot them in the head.
There's still a few things to do out there.
Depending on the caliber you're using and how far you are away from the zombies, they don't die. Where State of Decay 2, every gun kills all the zombies the same exact way. So we can use these here. I got so many. Got 130 something freaking firebombs.
I need a rest. We ain't clear.
Fuel all that for no gas is crazy. Let's get this stuff back. We'll see what we're working with, and then we'll go from there.
I hope we don't regret that missed opportunity.
Hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. No, State of Decay 1 used the base Unreal, and then
Looks like the moment's passed.
State of Decay 2 was an Unreal 4, I believe. They believe they both use Unreal Engine, but State of Decay 2 was an Unreal 4. Yeah, this stated K1. So far I would say 7's not that bad. Like, it's a little stressful at times, but Swiss out my crossbow for a handgun, no suppressor, spent 15. Oh, Jesus. We know we got another gas station right here at the edge of town, if need be.
How's it going?
Good thing I'm almost home, because this is getting heavy.
Keep one of these spots open for my loot drop. Oh, we got a spot right there. Okay. I didn't realize this had 3.
There you go. Don't spend it all in one place.
My hero.
All right, so we just deposited a bunch of fuel, a bunch of materials. Let's start working on the RV a little bit. Damn, so we're still short a few fuel, but we do have enough things to fix the tires and the engine. So we'll start working on the engine. It's going to take 30 minutes for them to do that. We're going to head up the road here. The other gas station.
Looks like we missed our shot.
Damn, I really don't have any snacks. I don't think I have any facilities in this base. So we do got a kitchen. We're gonna make some snacks. We've got an infirmary. Storage. Damn, how's my influence so low? We gotta get some influence.
Check this out. This came over the radio a little while ago. I managed to record most of it.
We've gotten ourselves into a jam.
Garabani.
Sounds like they're in a bad spot. Might want to offer them a hand. Feel like checking this out?
So she's in trouble.
I don't think so.
She wants to hunt a damn feral. Let's see, where is she at? She is. That, damn, why didn't I think about that side of town? There's a lot of warehouses and shit over there.
I'm heading out now.
Duly noted.
Melee weapons pretty beat up.
Hey, come here. We could use your help in this area. What do you think?
We'll hunt it.
Ready to move?
It's in here.
Watch the front.
You're mine, motherfucker.
Let's dance.
That's how you fucking do it.
Nice. Okay. I think I'm ready to head home now.
Don't get yourself killed, okay?
Good. Him. Okay, stamina's down. I got no suppressor.
I've got some ideas for how to improve this place. I don't want to name names or anything, but we've got some out-of-shape people around here. If we set aside a little space for a training area, we could make sure everybody's ready for all that fence hopping and zombie fleeing.
Food out of here either. Or fuel.
Who talked me into carrying this shit?
We'll be ready.
Nice.
Fucking 50 cal rounds.
What's the latest news from home?
We've run into a bit of a snag.
Look for the engine. What happened? They need a rotary tool. That's one I do like that feature though. So right now we're trying to fix that damn truck. And they need a special tool. Or else it's gonna be delayed or take forever. Let's see if there's any gas in there. Like that. Damn it. Chat, I don't know. Yo, this shit is skimpy on gas. And this one's preluded. Oh my god.
No targets inside.
Can you make gas in State of Decay 1? Screamers. We got a horde on the road. If I let off a shot, it's gonna suck. Your level 99 breakdown is absolutely insane.
We're clear.
How rare do the resources get badass, like, as you get up into, like, the 90s and shit? Because we're only in 7 right now, dude, and... we're struggling to find 25 fuel. Now, granted, I don't know exactly where to look. Because I'm not really all that familiar with State of Decay 1's loot distro. Even though I should, because it's... I need some more suppressors, too. Oh, there he is. We've got a container here. We might better get some gas.
We ain't clear yet. Over here. Hurry. We're clear. But if you're lonely, I could start shouting.
Have you looked at the streets lately? It's like every day is Zombie Pride Day.
I'm fucking slayed right now, gas-wise. So across the way here, we should be able to get that rotary tool for the RV. Yeah, Rusty, I bought a hard copy of State of Decay 2. I had to order it offline, though. Might want to get another outpost set up over here. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of fuel right now. We're not finding any.
If we don't help out soon, it may be too late. You may need to hurry.
We're barely hanging in there ourselves. Yo, those executions are fucking insane, dude. Like, you see that? Where you at?
So anybody fucking stuff up at home?
New report
There
from
it
our
is.
scouts.
Heads up. I'm coming in.
Resources can get
Roger
scarce.
that. We'll be waiting.
I got a couple ninja characters, I believe. I actually got to kind of go back through and get reacquainted with our survivors. Yeah, running with my new camera setup. It's the same camera, but my new lighting in this office, I've been able to get away with wearing other colored clothing. So now, as you guys can see, I'm going all out, hitting you guys with the full wardrobe. There's a lot of screamers. All right, so I will get some food. We got a couple spots that have already looted tons of food. We even got a grocery store right across from the base.
Back with supplies.
Hordes should get deleted.
This bag's really fucking heavy, so how about a thank you?
This should get hit by my med outpost traps.
Scratch that off the wish list.
Here it is. Yep, got him. Damn, so our traps are not going to be back online fast enough to stop that second horde, though.
Company coming, stay sharp.
Yeah, we got to get a third outpost, man. There's a lot of fucking zombies coming down this road right now, dude. We got to go clear out these hordes. There's enough hordes that's going to keep overwhelming my outposts, so we'll just deal with them ourselves. I promise I'm pretty decent at throwing mollies in the second game, at least. had to learn them, chat. We just it takes a little practice, you know. We just had to learn them. Didn't mean to throw that, but okay. Yeah, they got bullet time in State of Decay 1, yeah. I was so hurt when they took it out of State of Decay 2. But they took it out for multiplayer reasons, which it makes sense, obviously. How are you going to slow down time in multiplayer? But now this guy is cool, chat. He can actually breathe in bloater smoke. Like, he's immune to bloater smoke, which I thought was a really cool little feature. We're going to let Sasquatch rest up. Let's get reacquainted with my survivors that we do have. So we got Sasquatch, Lily. So we do have Sam. She's nimble. She's got pistol, lead pipe. We got Stella, Walter, Kiribani, and Amelia.
I don't think so.
He's busy. Right, Sam.
You know, if we don't help out soon, it may be too late. And time's not exactly on our side, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. Do we have a suppressor on this? All right, so we need ammo, we need food. We're gonna go across the road. There's a huge... grocery store right here that we can go check out. Do have another big backpack. Awesome. Let's go hit up this grocery store. I'm actually going to bring a vehicle over there because I want to load up as much loot as we can. Because we need to stack influence right now. So we'll bring the pickup truck over. Loyal, thank you so much for the 2 months, dude. Been looking forward to this so much. Dude, I hope you're enjoying it, though.
There's still a few things to do out there.
Like, loot this giant grocery store. State of Decay 2 doesn't even have giant grocery stores to loot, chat. It's wild. Handgun suppressed. Forgot she had the kick.
Looks like we missed our shot.
There it is.
I'll run this home.
Roger that. We'll be waiting.
Yeah, Ronnie, that was one of the things I was saying earlier, man. It's actually kind of surprising how good State of Decay 1 looks, you know, for a game that came out in like 2013.
We'll see you soon.
Looks and plays pretty good. The combat is a little clunky when you first get into it compared to 3. Or 2, 3. Compared to State of Decay 2. I've seen somebody say, nice, can't wait for State of Decay 3 to come out, and I just thought 3. But the combat's not as smooth as State of Decay 2's combat. But once you get used to it, it's still pretty good. It's a little more intricate than State of Decay 2's combat, honestly. There we go.
Things are getting pretty hairy out there. Do what you can.
Yeah, so this should be enough food to hold us over for a while.
Sit tight. I'm bringing the stuff home.
We'll be ready.
The wife with the 59 months. Happy Father's Day, best friend and best day. Oh, I appreciate you, babe. Guys, you should have seen how much... Krista didn't stream it because she's a slacker, but we made some crazy progress today on the... I feel like we did. You think we made some... I feel like we made some good progress today on the living room.
I've got a transmission coming in, I think.
Cleo?
You're hearing this? We could use some help.
Nope, you're Bonnie. God
Sounds like
damn
they're
it.
in a bad spot. Might want to offer them a hand. Should be on your map.
Armored zombie hunt. We don't need to worry about that. Is this place done? Oh, nope. Might better find some more food.
We're clear.
Another container in here somewhere. There it is. Little end cap.
Can't do that right now.
Nope, there's another container. Oh, the other locker down here. Alright, so place is empty. We got a decent bit of food. Now, I got to eat some of the most delicious food of all time today. kind of want another piece of my brown. Crystal made me some healthier brownies.
Okay, I'm free and clear.
Got to eat
See
some
you soon.
sausage with peppers and
anything good?
onions
Show you when I get there.
over rice.
Found this while I was out.
No pizza
What
and
you got?
wings.
Oh, you know, stuff.
But it was healthy. Cholesterol, healthy foods. Awesome. It wasn't regular sausage, it was turkey sausage, but it was still delicious. It was still delicious. Mainly because my palate's been like so reset. So we got to get some more snacks going too. So we're going to have them work on more snacks in the kitchen. That's pretty sus of you to say, Michael. That's pretty sus of you to say, brother. Mike Rossi said he's really had a bad sausage. That's crazy. Because if
we
I were
don't
to say
help out
something
soon,
like that, dude.
it may be too late. And time's not exactly on our side, if you know what I mean.
Brian, what do I? I'm telling you, brother, when you can't eat sausage and you've been eating chicken breasts and avocado and tuna fish and shit like that for a month, I'm telling you, bro, turkey sausage is going to taste like sausage, bro. It's just, I couldn't even tell the difference. That shit was delicious. I'm telling you, that shit hit different. It really did. All right, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna go across to the police station. We'll try to see if we can get some ammo out of there. And then what's different between a sausage and a hot dog? Everything, dude. Everything is different. Who's the better cook, me or my wife? Of course her. I don't even know how to cook like that. I do feel like lately, since I've been trying to get healthier and I've been making my own food, though, I feel like my cooking skills have gotten a bit better. I'd have to see if the wife agrees. But like, I've been making some pretty cool stuff, guys. Like shit you would never expect from me. Like, I've been making some pretty decent stuff. Yeah, the Glizzy King had to retire once I realized I had high cholesterol. Oh my god, fuel, really? No, chat. Like I took, for example, one of the meals I just made the other day for breakfast.
Our scout just spotted a new group of survivors. Have you got the location?
For breakfast the other day?
It's that Cleo person again, but a lot fainter. Listen.
This is Cleo. Order derived. Rusio Angels 40, 10 mics. Posit 11 Tango Mike Papa 25 Delta 05 Papa.
I keep hearing it every few minutes, but the number of mics is getting lower. I think it's a countdown. I'll tell you when it gets to 0. Unless it's like a nuke or something, then you'll know.
But yeah, the other day for breakfast,
There you go. Don't say I never gave you anything.
I went ahead and I took
Oh, you know, stuff.
some potatoes, like full, like actual potatoes, Chad, not like the box ones, okay? Like real potatoes. All right. And I cut them up into like little chunks. I put a little bit of olive oil with them, salt and pepper, and sprinkled a little bit of cornstarch on them. Mixed it all up, threw them bad boys in the oven for a little bit, let them crisp up. They got nice and crispy. And then I took them out before they were like done. And then I put them in a pan with a little bit of olive oil or avocado oil in the bottom so they didn't stick or whatever. And then I cracked 3 eggs into the potatoes. And then I put some chopped up jalapenos. I took some like the vinegary, like jarred jalapenos because I didn't want to like add like salt to it. So I took any more salt. So I took jalapenos, sprinkled them all throughout it. And then I took chicken, some pieces of chicken, chopped that up nice and small, sprinkled that throughout it. And then took some roasted peppers with a small handful of mozzarella cheese, sprinkled it on there, and boom, that shit was so good, chat. So good. It was like a chicken, egg, cheese, like potato with like jalapenos, like every bite. It was, oh, chat, that shit was slamming. And I did that all by myself. I chopped it up and everything, chat. Like I literally chopped that shit with a knife. One weird thing is in stated K2-1, you can't shoot from crouched. Damn bloaters. Oh my god. Over drummer, brother. Again, it's so good to see you, bro. Holy shit, with the huge super chat, man. That is crazy. He says, happy Father's Day. Did you get the Days Gone DLC? You should do a permadeath run. No, so I didn't, because literally over drummer, I think it was December. We literally did a full run of Days Gone, like a replay, a revisit, and then it was like a couple months later that the remaster or whatever came out. So I was like, I'm not gonna mess with it. And then the DLC didn't really have much to it, other than the horde mode. So I didn't check it back out. But happy Father's Day to you too, man. I hope the little one, I hope everybody's doing good in the fam, bro. Seriously, it's good to see you, man. It's absolutely crazy. Took care of those 2 bloaters. It's all clear. I got so excited when we came in here and I seen the barrel for fuel, and then there's no fuel. Yeah, it was horrible timing, literally horrible timing. Same thing, and then literally during my playthrough of the Sinking City, the DLC or the remaster dropped halfway through my playthrough. Okay,
I'll
so
run
we
this
got
home.
G36C, revolver,
Fucking sweet.
baton.
Sounds like I've got company.
Okay, nothing left in here. Okay, we got a couple bags of bullets. Michael, you have a great rest of your night, dude.
How's it going?
Coming in hot. There you go.
Damn. What the fuck
Don't say I
happened
never
there?
gave you anything.
What you got?
Oh, you know, stuff.
Wanted to see if there's any gas in any of these shops here. Overtimer, bro. You know I appreciate you, dude. Good luck with the couch, dude. Fire station, maybe. There's a juggernaut, though.
Hey, are you gonna go look into those survivors I mentioned?
No.
Area secure. No Zeds here.
Okay, start. We gotta make sure we're working on the RV at all times, though. Okay, so we could still fix the tires and we can disinfect it. So we'll get that going right now. The last thing we're gonna need is gas. Is this game worth playing in 2025? I think so, Millen. I think it's still awesome, dude. And it's challenging, too.
I'll run this home.
We'll see you soon. How's it going?
Heads up! Coming in hot! Found this while I was out.
My hero.
Okay, so I was thinking about hitting the fire station, but if we're gonna go over there, we're gonna have to fight a juggernaut, and I'm gonna need a different gun. And so we'll swap out for. So Amelia's got a pretty decent rifle. Stella here. Why the fuck do I even have this dude? A mechanic and a cook.
Maybe later.
Walter here has nothing good on him. Oh, yeah, he does. There it is. He's got a vector on him. Some ammo. Yeah, we'll go nail that juggy.
Sounds like the situation out there has changed.
Oh, wow, this gun's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Thought it was a... face, chat. We get so much face, dude.
I could use some food.
Shit. We got our ass handed to us pretty good there. But we got the Juggernaut dead. So now we'll send... We gotta get some better survivors, man.
Another time.
They're all lame as hell. Minus like Sam. I got a couple good ones, but...
Alright, we've got a strong signal. I think it's another beacon. It's saying 1-1 Tango Mike Papa 25 Delta. Are these coordinates? I don't know what they mean. Keep your eyes open.
God damn.
You know, if we don't help out soon, it may be too late. You may need to hurry.
Might be able to actually get some fucking gas out of here. Oh, we already beat Mind's Eye. Yeah, we... Oh my god, are you kidding me, dude? This is rough.
Fucking sweet.
So we still got some stuff to take care of out there. You may need to hurry.
Nothing left. Yo, the next bit of fuel we find, dude, we gotta turn it into a fucking outpost. Let's work on this fear mission real quick. Who is it? It's this damn dude.
Hi.
Come with me. You need
Can't
to get out of
use
your
him
own
because
head
he's
for a
being a
little while.
bitch.
Happy to help.
Okay, so the disinfecting is almost done. We got some beds being made real quick. We could do another outpost, but like I said, I want my next one to be fuel. But I don't think we're going to get anything with fuel in this area, because I would like to get another outpost. Where there is maybe. Let's go check. Where does he want to go? Alright, we'll grab the pickup while we're over there.
Some pretty scary shit going on out there, huh?
Yeah, you can say that again.
Hell, if I'm being honest, some days I don't even want to get out of bed in the morning, you know?
I guess.
Confirmed.
I
We're
got
dead
nothing
freebie.
left.
He's getting exhausted. Damn, that horde turned right before my outpost. So check this auto shop, see if there's any fuel in here.
Right side.
Area secure. No Zeds here.
Like, I think the rare loot is awesome, guys. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I love this. This shit is worse than Lethal Zone. State of Decay 2 loot-wise right now.
Watch behind us.
Like, we are struggling to get fuel right now.
Area secure.
here we
no
go.
Zeds here.
Here we go. Finally, chat. This is gonna be it. We got gas. Give me.
Zed. Up ahead.
Area secure. No Zeds here.
Man cave. Got some rental vehicles here. Any gas?
Area secure. No Zeds here.
We're going to have to fix the tires on the RV. Maybe even replace them. I think something might have been chewing on them. Ugh.
Get the tires fixing. Well, the only thing we got left now, guys, is gas. That's up on the other side. We got to drop down next to the factory. I believe there's like a tent or whatever underneath the bridge. We didn't hit this one yet. Yeah, this is where we're going to get the gas. This is finally where we're going to get the gas. Chat, we've been waiting for this moment. Yeah, we checked the... Oh, the house under construction in Marshall? No, I didn't check that one, I don't think.
Watch behind us. Zed's up ahead.
Sounds like I've got company.
Turn this into a pretty cool base instead of Decay 2.
Zed's up ahead. Oh man, if you weren't here, we would have been fucked royally.
Okay, now we're gonna kill some zombies the old-fashioned way.
Keep your eye on our right. We got zombies incoming.
heads up a construction project.
See? Things aren't as bad as they seem.
I owe you one, man. Let's go. Don't let it get up.
Clear. Sure wondering what's going on. Just rewatching Dead Island videos 1 and 2. Yeah, I thought about doing another playthrough about Dead Island 2 at some point. I love that game. I had so much fun with it.
Fucking sweet.
All right, let's get back up top. How many guys say you just run everything over? The only problem with that is in State of Decay 1, you can't repair your cars like State of Decay 2. So it's like you got to really make sure you're taking care of them.
Zombies up ahead. Go through, go around.
There's a oh yeah, over here behind the shed there's usually some barrels. Oh, they're all fucking empty. Ah, here we go. Come on, bro, let me get one, dude. Check, can you make biofuel in State of Decay 1?
Fucking sweet.
Because we're gonna have to figure something out. We need gas. Get him home. There are some sheds and shit we could check up there. Need a bigger base.
Look, we're all scared. None of us knows what's gonna happen next. But we've gotta have each other's backs. Together we can survive this shit. On our own, we're done for.
Yeah, okay. I guess so.
Good. That's all I wanted to say.
There's that one house I think that has a built-in library, right? The house with the tree fort.
Thanks for the pep talk. It helped.
Good.
Yeah, we could look at moving bases.
We've got a chance to trade some goods.
What is the trade? 1 case of ammunition for 5 cases of medicine. Nah, I'm good on that.
I'm at the 10.
Seriously, girl bunny. Where is she? We gotta go cancel her mission. So that's the only thing about State of Decay 1. The survivors that go out and do shit, sometimes like when you're looking for them, they're like gone. It's annoying as hell.
I'll check this out next.
You can't do everything yourself. Come home and rest. Somebody else can pick up the slack.
Yeah, no, she's out fucking doing something. That's what I was trying to do.
It's no wonder somebody abandoned that RV. Its fuel tank is totally dry. Those things are gas guzzlers. We'll need a lot of fuel if we want to get anywhere.
Over here. We don't need to clear out the whole area. Just take out the freak. How about it?
I'm gonna switch over to her. Yeah, she could like cut the legs off the zombies. Her blade skill is pretty high. Let's see, what all does she have? We're gonna get her ninja. Check this shed while we're here. Gun is suppressed, so we're good. Yeah, we got 5 shots in the suppressor. Old part, what's up, brother man?
We're clear.
Of course, no gas. We gotta go, yeah, I mean, I don't know what other containers do, Amigo, so... We're gonna have to start searching everything. So this was the base that I believe has the library.
I hope we don't regret that missed opportunity.
All quiet here.
Okay, so we could move here. 100 influence.
I think we ought to move our base down here.
Are you sure? That's a big decision.
I'm sure. Let's get everybody moving.
So this one, I believe, has a built-in library. Okay, so we are completely drained
As long as we don't run out
on
of
mats.
supplies, we should be okay.
All right, so we'll do some quick materials runs. That should be fairly easy to do. Got a couple spots down here we can go hit for materials. And then get these repairing.
We might be able to hold off another attack, if we're lucky. A few more outposts would give us more of a safety net.
We're clear.
Of course, it's empty. Should probably grab some snacks too before we really commit to this. Oh, I got snacks. And we got 20 rounds. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
And we're done building. You coming home for the ribbon cutting?
Okay, so library is done. Research biodiesel would let us. Requires food storage facility. The fuck is food storage facility? Yeah, I don't know what a food like, State of Decay 1 is so foreign to me. Oh, we got some gas here though. There it is. All right, so we're gonna call in a runner, and
Better
we're
do one more
also
sweep.
going to outpost
Make sure
this
everything's
place
clear.
for fuel.
We're clear.
It's an upgrade to the storage facility. Why did I not even see the storage facility on here? I don't even see the storage facility in the base to upgrade. All right, so that's it. Warehouse is fully searched.
I think we can hold this place.
I feel like we just got settled. You sure about this?
Let's make this outpost happen.
Okay. Garage looking icon. There's a garage icon here, but this is for a workshop. Maybe only certain bases have it. Oh, I forgot you could call in resources too. We don't have enough influence, so we could ask about fuel. But right now we have a fuel outpost here. Oh no, stop. You're a whole bitch, dude. So this blocked access to the fuel. Finally found a fucking gas can. Now, good thing is we got an outpost though. We got a fuel outpost, which I can't complain. That's going to give us a little bit of fuel income.
All quiet here.
Says it has a storage facility. I don't know. I know we got it storage, but we got the kitchen, we got the library, we got the radio room, we got the bedroom, parking slots, empty slots, and the tower. And then this counts as an indoor slot here. Mm-hmm.
Better do one more sweep. Make sure everything's clear.
We gotta get fuel and materials here. Nice. Okay, so there's the other can of fuel. And there's materials.
Nice. I'll run this home.
We'll be ready.
So we're gonna double up on fuel right now. Actually, no, I'm not going to use any exploits. No exploits.
I'll run this home.
Roger that. We'll be waiting.
I'm loaded up. See you back at base.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah, I was gonna do because in State of Decay 1, you can like call in one of your survivors to come pick up the rucksack. Once you've confirmed the command, you can grab the rucksack and then they'll still come and pick it up. So you like get to like game the game and get 2 for 1. But I was like, I don't want to really do that. You know, kind of takes away from the loot scarcity that we've been enjoying so much of. You can upgrade workshop to storage. I don't even have a base workshop built right now, so we'd have to do that after.
Better do one more sweep. Make
That
sure
sounds
everything's
coming
clear.
from downtown, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, so I think we gotta...
Things are starting to sound pretty urgent. I don't know how long our friends can hold out. Do what you can.
I think we gotta build a workshop then. But it's all good. We got a little bit of resources.
I'm almost home.
We'll crack open a cold one.
There you go. Don't say I never gave you anything.
Sweet.
So we need one more thing of fuel and we'll be able to get the fuck out of here, chat. I'm gonna go check this neighborhood up top here. Anthony, I do plan on playing more Zomboid in the future for sure. As for when exactly, I'm not sure, but I do. Zomboid's like one of those games I'll always go back to.
We're clear.
Yeah, requires a workshop. All right. Damn it.
We're clear.
Yeah, you still have to deal with sickness in this. I think you can even get your survivors with the can get the Black Death in this. Got a feral over there.
Better do one more sweep. Make sure everything's clear.
Things are starting to sound pretty urgent. I don't know how long our friends can hold out. You may need to hurry.
Nice. All right, there it is. We got the damn fuel, guys.
Sit tight. I'm bringing this stuff home.
Roger that. We'll be waiting.
Yeah, we're good. We got the fuel we need to get the RV up and running. No, that was just the last can of gas we needed, Balti. We got gas earlier too, but it just wasn't enough.
I'm almost home.
We'll crack open a cold one for you.
There you go. Don't say I never gave you anything.
What you got?
Oh, you know.
Stuff.
We've got a chance to trade some goods.
Ammo for meds. No, thank you. Okay, so now let's get the RV fueled. It doesn't take long though for them to fuel that up. Thinking about maybe hitting this Clio drop, see what we can get from it. We just got to make sure we gear up for it. PM, this isn't like a mod or anything. This is just the breakdown game mode in State of Decay 1. No, the soldiers one is Lifeline. Diversifier. Yeah, that's the Lifeline DLC.
Out there. You may need to hurry.
We'll grab the pickup. It might have more storage if I need it. Damn.
I got nothing left. That's it. The RV is ready to go. I'm not saying we should leave right now, necessarily. We've all gotten pretty attached to this place. But it's good to know if it ever gets too hot around here, or if the food runs out for good. We know we've got a way out. Thank you for that.
Turn it off.
Please transmit service feedback within 24 hours.
Nice. Sit tight. I'm bringing this stuff home.
We'll be ready.
Damn. Yeah, we got absolutely smacked around there. But we got it done. These fucking bloaters right off the bat, dude. But I was already backing up, Chow. I was already committed to the backup.
Another supply drop? How do they know where we are? This is weird. I hope we're not stealing from someone. But I guess they know where to find us.
Yeah, and in State of Decay 1, you lose your doors. It's not like 2, you just use a repair kit. I know there is ways to repair your vehicles, but it takes time. You have to like park them in a parking spot, and you have to have a mechanic, and they repair over time. Like your guy at base will like work on it, which I really thought was a cool mechanic in this game.
There's still a few things to do out there. don't know how long our friends can hold out. Do what you can.
What do you think the State of Decay towns are? Their layouts are weird. I think they might. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely like country towns in my opinion, and none of them are really. Marshall's a relatively decent like town. We really want to call it a city. I mean, it has east and west like Marshall. It's a good sized town though. But yeah, it's more of your like American country town. They say it's like a Midwest. I've never really spent a lot of time in the Midwest. But if you look at State of Decay 2, I think that's a good idea of the cities they try to build.
I'm free and clear. See you soon.
I hope you brought me something pretty.
I'll show you when I get there.
I know a huge request for State of Decay has always been like these people want like metropolis city style thing, and I would love, you know, like a area or a map in State of Decay to have like that Division vibe to it, you know, like overrun city. But I get where Undead Labs, because their argument for the whole thing is when they build maps, they want their buildings to be accessible. They want you to be able to go in, you know, especially in State of Decay. It's kind of a lose-lose for them. So they already said for them to do like big scale cities with buildings, you know what I mean? Player expectations, and we could sit here and say, no, that's not how this would be, but we all know how people are. Players expectations, say they put in a high rise, right? Giant city, bunch of buildings, bunch of high rises. If they went ahead and they already said it's impossible for them to make all those rooms accessible and fully detailed. You look at games that do make buildings fully accessible, like DayZ, things like that. Look at the games. Look at the rooms. I mean, they're all like bare, empty. Like there's no props. 90% of the rooms are just boxes. There's nothing in them. And if there is something in it, it'll be like a bed frame and like a chair on the floor. But there's no detail. There's nothing fleshed out in those big high rises like that. Even the Division, you couldn't go through all of those rooms and buildings and stuff like that. It was a bottom floor. Even in the huge high rise, it'd be like the bottom floor, unless it was an instance that you loaded into. You could go in like one room, and then that was the store. You know what I mean? Down below where you would loot. But the rest of the buildings were empty. So like you couldn't go up to them. So the way Undead Labs looks at it is if they were to build these cities, player expectations, automatically you're going to see people bitching and complaining in the fucking comments on Reddit. Why can't we go in these buildings? Why are they blocking off all the fucking buildings? They got all these buildings. You can't go on the top floor. Blah, 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 blah. And oh man, I could only loot one room. Like, yeah, GG State of Decay. Like, what the fuck is it? Like, that's what they would get. Because I know that's what they get. That's how people are. So people are going to crush them if they build a city and then don't let you go throughout and, you know, allow you to go throughout the buildings. So they've already said, well, instead of doing like these big cities, we're going to have to focus more on, you know, smaller towns, 2-3 story buildings at the most, because they can't have the loaded instances. Like they can't like, oh yeah, you go in this big building and then have a cutscene, load in, or you know what I mean, and then go in. They're not going to do that. The game's open world. So that's why they've never really focused on the big multi-story buildings or all of the huge rooms and huge cities with multiple buildings and stuff like that, because they have to load in all the zombies. They have to load in all the containers. They have to load in all the buildings, the cars, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that run in State of Decay on a hardware standpoint. Now, granted, I feel like if State of Decay, if Undead Labs didn't have to worry about the Xbox and making this game run on Xbox, and they just went straight for PC only and just focus on high-end hardware, they would probably be able to have a lot more in the game, 100%. But because they have to make sure that this game can run on Xbox at 60 frames per second, there's only so much they can do. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't think about that. They're sitting there with their little Xboxes bitching, why can't the game do this? Why can't the game do that? And it's like, because your little $600 machine there ain't running this game. It ain't gonna run the game you want. It just isn't. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So, but that's the problem. Player expectation. It's just one of those things. They don't. There's no logic. There's no rhyme. There's no reason. State of Decay 3 is a next gen system only. Anyways, it's not gonna run on Xbox One. They've already said it's the next gen. But even the Xbox Series, whatever the hell that thing's called, it's a powerful machine, but it's still not running 60 FPS. The game that people want isn't happening. So we're going to see limitations. Guarantee we're going to see limitations. Unless there was a new Xbox that came out after the one that's out right now, and they optimized the game to run on that, I could see them. But that was the main issue that plagued State of Decay 2. That was the issue that plagued State of Decay 2 was no matter what they added to the game, because they would have added so much more to State of Decay 2. But the problem was they had to make sure that the game, that the game could still run on the original Xbox One. So that's the main issue. I'm not trash talking consoles. Well, I mean, I am trash talking consoles because they suck. But yeah, they're limited. Like at the end of the day, the Xbox is the limitation in game design. Like at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, 100% shitting on consoles because at the end of the day, they're the bottleneck. I mean, I got a PlayStation, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I mean, I prefer PC over console, of course. It is what it is. That guy, he was listening to the story, Jay. He's like, let me hear you out, bro. Well, that's... But zombie games require a lot. You know what I mean? They got to load the loot. They got to load the cars. They got to load the zombies. You know what I mean? And then the zombies all have to be able to do certain things. They have to, work a certain way. And you got the hordes, and you know what I mean? There's a lot going on compared to you look at some of those other open world games where the NPCs are kind of just mindlessly going around doing whatever. They don't really engage unless you're talking like a Grand Theft Auto. But that's a completely different story. Oh, I came to the wrong fucking base, Chad. I forgot we moved.
All quiet here.
Forgot we moved. That'll never happen, dude. I mean, you gotta think, if they ever made a console that was so moddable that would make PCs obsolete, it would just be a PC. Because consoles at the end of the day are just basic versions of they're computers. If you take the pieces out of your PlayStation or your Xbox, it is a computer. It's just shaped a certain, I don't think you understand what a console is. It is a computer at the end of the day. Like your PlayStation is just a specific version of a specific version of a computer. It has a graphics card, it has a CPU, it has memory, it has power sources. It is a computer. It's just in a case and they called it a PlayStation. There's nothing that makes a console like anything special. It's just a basic version of a computer that runs on its own like OS, like operating system. Like PlayStation has its own operating system, Xbox has its own operating system. There's a console can't make a PlayStation, or a console can't make a computer obsolete because it is a computer. How long have I been streaming? I've been doing this for 5 years now. That's like saying like one day laptops will outperform desktops. Like it will never happen because you got a graphics card that's this big or you got a graphics card that's this big. You know what I mean? It'll never, smaller will never outperform bigger unless they start making consoles bigger than desktops, which I just don't see, because that's the whole main thing about them is they're supposed to have that portability. Okay, so we're gonna go up and we're gonna load up the RV.
Hey everybody, if you're listening, we knew this day was coming. We can't stay here. Not anymore. We can fit a few people and supplies on the RV. It'll be tight, but we can manage. Everybody else, take whatever you want from our stockpiles. After what you've been through, you deserve it. Good luck out there. Looks like we missed our shot.
So we can't put him on the RV for what reason? I think he might be out on a mission. So that's the only thing is when you do go to leave, your people will do like dumb shit and they'll go out on missions and get lost. But he is not anywhere, so why the hell can't we load him up?
Another time.
So I don't know where homie is. Oh, for sure, Cam, and that's why I like to bust people's balls about consoles. But at the end of the day, consoles do serve a purpose. They are more accessible, like with PCs. Like as awesome as PCs are, a lot of the times nowadays it's a little different. But back in the day, it was a lot different. Like getting a game to run on a computer. Oh, I got canceled. That's what he's doing. The freaking trade. Getting a game to run on a computer was like so extra, so extra. You know what I mean? And then building the damn thing, and there was a lot of extra stuff that went into computer gaming. You would put the game in, and all of a sudden it would run, and you would have to do this. You got to download mods. You got to do this, and it had to go back and forth and do a million different things just to get the damn games to work. On top of getting the damn PC to work, it was a pain in the butt.
Feel like getting a little mercantile? You're kidding me.
So consoles were like plug and play. You just buy the damn thing, you plug it into your TV, you plug it into the wall, you sit down, you start playing the game. Simple. Computers were...
That's it. We're full up. Unless someone wants to ride on the roof. Whenever you're ready, I'll pack up the radio and go.
Computers were always a pain in the butt, you know what I mean? Nowadays, though, PCs are plug and play. You can go buy a pre-built from Best Buy. Like right now, they actually have a pre-built with a 4060 Ti in it. I think it has an AMD Ryzen CPU. It's a pretty good one. And they wanted like $1,100 for it. $1,100, in my opinion, pretty solid computer. 4060 Ti is going to run top tier for at least another 5+ years. You'll be able to play most games, no issues, on highest graphics. And it's $1,100. So you think about that, that's what, $400 more than a PlayStation 5? how the hell you get on this thing? I think we just hit leave, right? I don't remember how to do this. Yeah, I think we just hit leave. Yep, there it is. There it is. Breakdown level 7, baby. Done. Ooh, okay, where are we? Okay, we spawned right down in... Oh, nice. We even got a vehicle right in front of us. That's so clutch.
I don't want to piss anybody off.
Our scout just spotted a new group of
I'll be doing
survivors.
another stream after this one, yep.
Here's the coordinates.
IB12, $4,000 for a laptop is fucking bonkers, dude. I could never. What bases can we afford? That's just a lot of money, dude. Yeah, that's a lot of money for what it is. Like that's on par with how much I paid for my laptop or for my desktop. That's like as much as in my desktop, I guarantee would run circles around your laptop. And we paid the same amount of money. Yeah, so you paid more money for your laptop than I did for my top of the line desktop. Yeah, I don't mess with laptops because they're expensive and their hardware is not as good. Like a 4090 in a laptop and a 4090 in a desktop, it's like 40% of the power that of the desktop version because it's this big compared to like my graphics card is literally like 12 inches long with 2 fans in it. It's liquid cooled, you know what I mean? It's all right, so we got to find a good base real quick. Yeah, Charlie, I was gonna do that, but I only had 44 influence. But generally, if I do spend time building up influence and I got like a couple hundred influence, I will empty out all my stuff. That way we can put it back in a locker. I don't think we can get that big base at the end of the road down here, right? Because I believe it costs... We can start off here at the tree fort base again. Want to see how much the spot costs. Well, the thing is with laptops, right, is most people who seriously game on their laptops, what do, chat? They hook it up to the TV, 50 materials, so, and 10 people, that's crazy. They hook it up to their TV with a HDMI or DVI or whatever. They permanently plug it into the wall. They plug in a wireless mouse and keyboard, and they still play. They plug it in and run it just like a desktop. Or they plug it in and run it like a console. So it's like at that point, bro, just buy a damn desktop if you're gonna already hook it up like a desktop. The whole point of the laptops are portability. Got 2 SUVs right off the start too.
We're clear. I think we ought to move our base down here.
Are you sure? That's a big decision.
Pack it up and move it out.
There it is.
This is good, right? I mean, it doesn't suck.
This place looks nice and defensive. As long as we don't run out of supplies, we should be okay.
It sucks because you can only bring like so many
There's some trouble
people
we
with
might wanna
you
look
on
into.
each breakdown level. So it's like you can build up these huge communities, but it's like then you're not bringing anybody with you, man. It feels bad to leave people behind, dude. But yeah, we played Metal Gear 5 on the channel. Yep. I can't wait for the Snake Eater remake too. We're gonna play some of that. I can't even do that. We got no influence. Well, Michael, that's why I said consoles have a place in this world, dude. Laptops never have a place in this world. Not for gaming, at least, in my opinion. But that's what consoles are for. If people can't afford, even though I feel like if you can afford a PlayStation 5, you can afford a PC, in my opinion, because the price disparity is not that, like, for some reason people think gaming computers cost like $5,000-$6,000. You can get a good gaming computer for $1,000. The damn consoles, I guarantee you, next generation consoles are going to be $800-$900. So I don't see a huge price difference. I mean, the PS5 Pro is already $700.
I'm loaded up. See you back at base.
We'll see you soon.
I'm almost home.
I hope you brought me something pretty.
I'll show you when I get there.
Materials. Laptops are great for gamers that are constantly
Found
traveling.
this while I was out.
My hero.
I mean, I ain't never met a gamer who traveled like that though. Like I used to be, I drove truck. I was on the road 14 hours a day, 6 days a week. And I still never had a gaming laptop. And I was a YouTuber. Like this was just a few years ago, Chad. I was doing YouTube. Still never had a gaming laptop. I would just wait till I got home and I would game. So we are doing okay right now. Oh yeah, I drove truck for quite a few years. That was the job I did when I first started YouTube.
Better do one more sweep. Make sure everything's clear. I'll run this home.
Roger that. We'll be waiting.
Okay, I'm free and clear. See you soon.
We'll crack open a cold one for you.
Found this while I was out.
What you got?
Oh, you know,
What else is new?
stuff.
Shit. At this rate, I'd
Looking
settle
good.
for a slingshot. Better luck finding ammo for it, at least.
I'm gonna hit a couple of these houses right outside. I think this round I'm gonna kind of take my time Yeah, the shadows are always wonky. I forgot what you have to do to make them stop. There's something you do in the game. It was one of the settings. I swear all you had to do was like turn it like down the resolution. Save and exit, and then you turn the resolution back up. Yeah. Should have grabbed another suppressor. Yeah, that Xbox handheld, I ain't gonna lie, I hate handheld consoles, but that thing actually looked like it could, if it's as good as they say, yeah, I would actually mess with that on a road trip or something like that. That shit had access to like Blizzard games. Like, yeah, I wonder if you could play World of Warcraft on it. Oh, nice.
Nice. I'll run this home.
Actually getting some good resources right now. Mr. Water right there. Daniel, thank you so much for the Father Day wishes. I appreciate it, dude.
Sounds like I've got company.
Let's get this.
How's it going?
Yeah, we just fixed it though. Yeah, you just turn the resolution down.
Hey, are you gonna go look into those survivors I
And it
mentioned?
squares it away.
Jesus.
Found
This
this while
place
I was
being
out.
run by a pack of idiots.
What you got?
And what the hell are they thinking?
Oh, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Stuff.
Sure. How are we supposed to heal up without any fucking meds?
Bro, we're doing really good on resources. Why are they all bitching? I slap people for free, chat. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, we found fuel. We already moved. We moved maps. So we're on breakdown level 8 now. Yeah, me keep fucking around and not grabbing that damn suppressor. So if I have to take a shot, it's just going to be an unsuppressed shot, and I don't want to mess with that. Here. There we go. Got a nice machine, which I believe is good for 50 shots. Yep. Machine suppressor is good for 50 shots. That was actually one of the things, like, believe it or not, Jay, I still feel like State of Decay 2, the suppressors, at least the ones you craft, should have broken. Just like in State of Decay 1. Like, suppressors weren't forever. Like, they broke after a while. Jeffrey Card, like, broke down, like, you know, their idea behind. I still think they should have, because it was like you crafted one suppressor and then you never had to craft them again. And, you know, I don't know. I feel like it just hurt the crafting system in the game for them to make them not permanent, or make them so they were permanent instead of break. And then, you know, the military grade ones, like those, like if they want to make those last forever, because then it made it feel really good when you got a high grade suppressor, you know?
All quiet here.
There's food in here. Something. Yep, right here.
I'll run this home.
We'll see you soon.
That's not good.
Yeah, and they made it so the suppressors damaged your weapons. Ooh, we got a horde coming.
Found this while I was out.
Sweet.
Shit. Okay, never mind. She's doing what, dude? That horde didn't last very long. Yeah, so we need to get an outpost set up right across the road here on this corner. We'll be able to intercept. Ooh, we got quite a few hordes coming right now, actually. Let's see if we can find the horde car. Flash.
There's some trouble we might want to look into.
How long do suppressors last IRL? Depends on what they're made out of. If they're handcrafted, like if you're using like oil filters and things like that, depends on what you're shooting through them. I've seen guys shoot through a filter and break it in one shot, like blows out the whole entire guts of the suppressor. I've never seen a water bottle suppressor that even worked. They all just kind of blow out the guts with one shot. Unless you're using 22. I feel like 22, you can get away because there's not a whole lot of overpressure that comes out to blow the innards out of the suppressor. But actual like suppressors, I don't think they ever really break.
We should be safe for a while now.
All right, there it is, Shell. We took care of some hordes. Even though you guys can see there's still quite a few hordes moving on the map. So we could turn this house on the corner. No, we're not going to get resources out of it. So we'll do the ammo spot. Yeah, I don't think damaging the weapon makes sense because most you got to think in this this thing here, they're probably not shooting subsonic ammo. So if anything, you would be doing damage to the suppressor, wearing it out faster because you're shooting high velocity ammo through it. Dude, that's so cool, dude. How this weapon's not going to last much longer. But I don't know. I'm not really too trained on suppressors.
Confirmed. We're Zed free here.
We had them on our M110s and DM rifles in Afghanistan and stuff, but we didn't have them because they were quiet. We had them to suppress the flash. Like that was literally it. We just called them flash suppressors. So null our muzzle flash. All right, so we'll go ahead and outpost this building here.
Another time.
Shit, it's hordes here.
That won't work.
That should protect us for a little while at least.
Another time.
I gotta fully search it before we can establish an outpost. So that's something that's completely different in State of Decay 2. You can make it an outpost and then search it.
We've had to hold up.
They need you to bail them out of a jam.
Wouldn't be a bad idea to set up here.
Are you sure? That's a big decision.
Let's
Hurry
do
up.
this.
There it is. Outpost traps for the win, baby. Okay, so look at that area that covers. That's huge. Yeah, so we'll be able to cover these 2 blocks here. Ooh, we got some infestations. And then we had to get this one down here on the corner.
Sit home now. I'm bringing this stuff home.
Roger that. We'll be waiting.
Yeah, I got a little yellow car up there we can use. With the 1 month Granny Slayer 9,000. Nah, dude. Zombies aren't actually old. Got this little car here.
That's not good.
Ooh, fuck. That was loud. I've already played Shadow of War and Mordor. I played both of them, Ronnie. All right, let's load up this ruck. All right, so we got a horde attacking the house right now. It came from the south.
Sit tight. Home. I'm bringing this stuff home.
We'll be
Am I
ready.
still considering a Red Dead Redemption 2 playthrough? Oh yeah, for sure, Bulldog. The only reason why I haven't done it yet is there's too many big games coming out. And I don't know what the schedule is going to look like. So before I dive into something like Red Dead, Cyberpunk, The Witcher, like those type of big ass games, we want to make sure that
Damn it.
that we're not
There you
taking
go.
on too much.
Don't say I never gave you anything.
My hero.
We gotta go get that southern outpost set up real quick. I'll give Garabani a rest, though. She's gonna be getting tired here soon.
Hey, are you gonna go look into those survivors I mentioned?
Let's see here. So, I've not really played with this dude. I don't even know who the hell this guy is. It's cannon fodder for the most part. We need to swap him out with a hero.
It looks like that was the last horde for now.
Hey, listen. I picked something up over the radio. There's a broken down RV just outside of town. Looks like somebody just left it there. It's in way better shape than most of the other big vehicles that are lying around. If we can fix it up, it might be our ticket out of here.
We can get the hero here by killing 100 zombies with heavy weapons. Here's 50 zombies with assault rifles. Kill 5 juggernauts. The ninjas perform 50 stealth kills. It's not bad. Josh with the 16, bro. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you, bro. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. How you guys feel about this, though, about the playthrough? I was skeptical on even doing it because obviously, you know, we play a lot of State of Decay, but I was like, I'm kind of jonesing. I wanted to play a little bit of breakdown. Heavy weapon. Yeah, I wasn't sure how the community would take it, but... Don't I have a baseball bat? There we go. That's a 50 caliber freaking revolver. Yeah, I said no yet breakdown yesterday. Not no breakdown today. I've been asking for like the past 3 days, trying to feel out people, and then I decided, I was like, oh, you know what, screw it, we'll try it out. See how it goes. There it is. We got a nice shotty there. Grab some snacks. We need to get him a bigger freaking backpack.
Shit, man. At this rate, it's only going to be a matter of days before the zombies swarm in here.
I forgot how to do the drop kick in State of Decay 1. There it is. Never mind, I remembered. I just learned it. Yeah, we need a bigger backpack for sure.
Beef up our defenses, just to be safe. You know what's awesome? Outposts.
Yeah, I know. How much influence we got? We got enough. All right, so we're gonna go set up an outpost down here on the south side. Now this guy's good because he's a mechanic, I believe, and a cook. Yeah. I think that's why I took him. Got like a Sega shotgun here.
Something's still moving around in here.
Loyal, holy shit, thank you for the super chat, man. I'm thrilled you did SOD live today. As long as I know it's coming, I'll be at all the SOD lives not working during. I appreciate it, brother, for real. Clear. And I appreciate it being for me, Loyal. That means a lot, dude, for real.
Wouldn't be a bad idea to set up here.
I feel like we just got settled. You sure about this?
Yeah, tell the gang we're building an outpost here.
It is. Okay. So now you guys see we have traps covering this corner here. So if hordes approach, now this will be really easily overrun though, because what happens is when the hordes hit it, the traps go on cooldown. So if there's like 2 back-to-back hordes, boom, boom, it's done. So we're gonna have to get at least 2 here and 2 here, but we don't have enough influence right now. Shut over here. Did say the RV was somewhere. We should probably go get that just to see what it's gonna reflect. Ooh, that was loud. That was big boy loud. We're gonna head out, scout the RV real quick. Loyal, it kind of depends, man. I don't really do a whole lot of like collaborations, only because I've been burned in the past, and it's like when I do one with one person, then I have to do one with everybody, you know what I mean? Because it's not fair. And I have so many people ask me all the time, and I can't, like, if I were to try to facilitate, I'd be doing collabs every fucking day, dude. So my philosophy was, if I can't do it for everybody, I just do it with nobody. That way I keep it fair. I probably get Discord messages every day. People asking me if I can do a collab with them in some capacity.
Okay, I'll run this home.
Roger that. We'll be waiting.
Yeah, Loyal, so when it comes to gaming with me,
sit tight.
I actually got a project that we're going to be doing over the next few days. Oh, wrong car.
Those guys are in real trouble.
We're going to be checking out 7 Days to Die and Scum, which are both multiplayer-esque games. Especially 7 Days. 7 Days is really, really easy for me to allow you guys to like come into the world.
Do what you can.
So I thought about at some point during the 7 days playthrough, allow some of you guys to come in and mess around and help me maybe defend a horde night or something like that. I don't know if you play either of those games, but yeah, 7 days is pretty wild, man. Multiplayer, at least we did it before on the channel. We were doing some horde nights live. It was crazy, especially on multiplayer. I feel like they get harder when you're playing them with people. Like when there's more than one person on the map, I feel like they get harder.
You found the RV?
Uh-huh.
How does it look? Never mind, I'll check your journal when you get home. I'm sure it will be full of useful info. Let's get started as soon as we can. We need to get the thing roadworthy, you know, just in case.
Sounds good.
Let's see.
Things
think
are
it's
starting
gonna
to
hit me
sound
with the
pretty
fuel
urgent.
again.
I don't know how long
Yeah.
our friends can hold out. Do
Fuel.
what you can.
Okay, so for all 4 things wrong. Tier 6 quests are harder than horde nights, really? Follow me, what do you mean? Jesus, how long? When it's done, bro. It's not even been that long. Chad, that's why I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm just too nice, but it seems like so many people are, to me, I feel like everybody's so impatient. But I sit here and I think about it and I'm like, dude, it hasn't even been that long. Now, if it's been like 10 plus years,
Some of the better gear, I don't think anybody'd mind.
I'd be like, bro, yeah, where the hell is it? But it's only been like 2.5. It's only been like 2.5 years. Hey, Loyal, that means a lot, dude. You don't understand how much that really helps out, dude.
I'm almost home.
Got anything good?
Show you when I found this while I was out.
What you got?
No. I'm saying it's State of Decay 3 has only been in active development. Like, I think, if I were to guess, I don't know the exact, but it's only been like 2.5 years that they've been actually like making the game. Yeah, since they started, because people, the one thing people have to understand is when they released that trailer, the very first trailer for State of Decay 3, they were not even working on the game. The game was just an idea. It was a thought. There was 0 assets. They didn't have an engine. Like the devs already explained it. They didn't even have, like, they were writing ideas down on a piece of paper. Not like 95% of the team was still working on State of Decay 2 when that trailer came out. So we can't use that trailer as the development start time. They didn't start developing State of Decay 3 until it was like 1.5 years after that trailer was released. When they actually started pulling, that's when you heard it during Jeffrey Card's stream. They were like, oh yeah, you know, a bunch of the team just moved over to State of Decay 3. And then like a couple months, 6 months would go by, they would do another update video talking about State of Decay 2. And then they'd be like, oh yeah, more guys are over on the State of Decay 3 team. And then eventually they were all moved over to State of Decay 3. And that's when they hired that company from Europe or whatever to start working on State of Decay 2 because they couldn't go back, or they didn't have the time. They were obviously starting to fully work on State of Decay 3. So it's like, you know what I mean? I honestly, I'd say they've only really been working on State of Decay 3 for like 2.5 years, which to me is not that long. You know what I mean? Especially for the game. Like I feel like even if State of Decay 3 came out at the end of this year or even the beginning of next year, I think it would still need some time to cook. At 2.5 years, it's not very long. No, this is all speculation. I don't know the details behind the development of State of Decay 3.
Oh man, we are so completely fucked. I can't believe this is happening.
What else is new? Maybe if we weren't down to an expired bottle of baby aspirin and a case of cough syrup, we wouldn't have so many sick people.
Did I not repair all of it? Yeah, I swear I got these fixing earlier. That's just me, you know, taking things that the developers have said over the years, their mannerisms, the way they, like, obviously they straight up were like Jeffrey Carr didn't even, he was just like, yeah, I'm not on the State of Decay 3 team. I'm still working on State of Decay 2. And that was like, you know, 2 years ago. And then he did say, oh yeah, I moved over to the State of Decay 3 team. Like he said that, you know, publicly. So that's kind of the stuff that I am kind of putting together in my brain. I'm like, okay, yeah, you know.
Sounds like the situation out there has changed.
Well, Kevin, you got to remember when State of Decay 2 came out, they spent 3 years fixing that game. And it's a small team. That was before, you know, they got real big Microsoft money, you know what I mean? Or Microsoft became a first-party Microsoft studio. So when State of Decay 2 came out, the whole team spent years fixing State of Decay 2. And then once the game did well and actually kind of climbed back up, I think that's when they got the A-OK from Microsoft to do a third game. But you got to think, you're going to release a sequel that, like, you can't just go straight to making a third game without, especially when they released State of Decay 2, it did terrible. State of Decay 2 was not a popular game when it first released. Follow me. Hey, they're working on it, Follow. They're working on it, dude. We'll... Follow, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it, man. For real. But yeah, they're when State of Decay 2 first came out, obviously the game was a shell compared to what it is now. You know what I mean? And then over the years, they started adding the difficulty stuff. Like what, 37, 38 updates for State of Decay 2? It was insane, you know what I mean? So if you compare the two games, night and day, legit night and day. But yeah, it was interesting to see, you know, like to go back, look at like how much the game has changed over time. And they've even said, you know, they're going to do the same, show the same love to State of Decay 3 also. So that's why it's like, you guys, when that game does drop, you know, make sure you guys have your pens and paper, because I hope they treat State of Decay like they did State of Decay 2, because I'm going to do the same thing. Sitting there early on, chat, coming at them like, hey, you know, if there's something that's not in the game or something we want better in the game, make sure you guys have your lists. You're at their streams. You're doing the wish list, because we'll be doing the wish list here. I'll be taking information, submitting it to the devs as much as I possibly can to try to, you know, if there's something that you guys want to see in the game, because we've seen how much they added to 2. So, you know, it's like, imagine, you know, what they could turn State of Decay 3 into also over time. Like that game has the potential, chat, to really be the best. So yeah, that's one thing that, you know, I'm definitely going to be paying attention to. I'm trying to look, like, look at the base, Chad. This shit is nice, dude, for the apocalypse. Be able to edit character names. Yo, Brian, that's one of my big things that I think I would love to see in State of Decay 3 is a lot more customization, because like in State of Decay 1, you couldn't do anything to your characters, like whatsoever. Like this was just your character and they are who they are. You couldn't even teach them skills. And then State of Decay 2 came along and they allowed you to like change your clothing, which I believe that was added later on. I don't believe you could. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. The outfits and stuff, those weren't always in the game, were they? Or was there always some version of the outfits? I don't actually have no fucking clue. I don't remember, chat. I feel like that was not a system that was in the game when it first came out. Follow with another super chat. Ben fired almost 45 people plus UI for Days Gone. So yeah, follow that. That's one of my sore spots, man. Days Gone 2. I wish it was gonna be a thing, dude. Like I wish it was gonna be a thing. Hurts my fucking feelings, man. But yeah, I don't remember if you could do that system in State of Decay 2 initially. But yeah, then in State of Decay 2, you could change like your character's clothing, and we had like basic customization over, I won't even say customization, like we had a little bit of choice when it came to leveling like our characters and choosing like their skills and things like that. Kind of like State of Decay 1 where you could like choose what you want to specialize in, but you could like teach some people a fifth skill if they didn't already have one. You're like, oh, I want this guy to be a mechanic, or oh, I want this guy to be a medic, things like that. Like that, they kind of like gave us that freedom. But again, you couldn't really customize a whole lot. I would like to see more customization in State of Decay 3, hands down, for the survivors. Like being able to change names would be able to be cool. Being able to like really dig into like your character's like appearance. You know what I mean? Like I wish we could like really, really customize like what we're wearing and guns and frickin' like it would be, I'd like to see customization all around. Cars, guns, frickin' clothes, backpacks.
It may be too late. You may need to
I'd love to see it all. I'd definitely like to see all of the customization, because I do feel like that's something, you know, because I feel like that's what people want, just to be a little bit more personable with the characters, you know, like they want to make their characters feel like they're theirs, you know what I mean? And I feel like the random character generation is cool because it's like it makes everybody unique, but I feel like people still want to customize their characters, you know what I mean? Like it makes it feel like it's yours. But then when that customization's kind of out of your hand and you're just playing with the person that I don't know, it doesn't feel as good, in my opinion. Yeah, follow that. There was hope. I mean, I lost hope as soon as Sony said that they weren't doing it. Well, Mary, why would you buy State of Decay 3 anyways? It's going to be on Game Pass. It's just going to be free on, it's a Game Pass day one game. So you get to go and check it out and play it anyways. Oh yeah, State of Decay 3 is a day one Game Pass. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's fucking huge. So it's like you don't even gotta buy it. Yeah, I mean, I'll buy it just to support the devs, and I'll buy it on Steam. But yeah, you can, even if you're not a huge State of Decay person, like State of Decay 2 is on Game Pass and 1's on Game Pass and 3 will be on Game Pass too. Day 1. Yep. That's why I said Game Pass is fucking crazy, man. Well, I got Game Pass on PC, Vito. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you get all the benefits of the Xbox Game Pass, but right on my PC. Yeah, it's dope. But all right, guys. I do want to get another stream in here today. I wanted to mess around on this for a little bit, and we'll kind of see how this goes. We won't be playing any more of this over the next few days. That's for sure. But because we got 7 Days to Die, and we got how is it? Scum. What do you mean some bias? Like, am I biased? I'm not biased at all. No, dude. They're like, I don't have a preference. Like, Xbox and PlayStation don't exist to me. So it's not like a bias, because like bias means like, oh, you know, I'm leaning more toward, no, like the other side doesn't exist. So I think I'm beyond bias. Like, I despise consoles. The only reason why I have a PlayStation is for the random games that may not come out for PC that I'm like Death Stranding 2. Like, I'm forced to play on this fucking thing that I don't want. Yeah, and then but that's it. That's the only time, dude. But no, I'm not biased, dude. Like, because I don't, yeah, to me, like the other side doesn't exist. Like, I don't lean one way or the other, dude. It's just PC all the way. Yeah, 7 Days to Die 2.0 releases tomorrow. So Vito, if you're referring to what was my first, before I joined the military, I had a PlayStation. Yeah, I had a PlayStation 2 back in the day when I was young. And then when I was in the military, I think I got an Xbox 360, and I had an Xbox 360 all the way to I got a computer. Yeah. No. Yeah, I had an Xbox 360, then I got a PS4. I did have a PS4. And then I got into PC gaming. Oh, Mary, you should do Game Pass. Game Pass is the clutchest of clutch. Like, I think it's one of the best things to ever exist. There's so many games that come out, and it's just like, for the price of a Game Pass subscription, 2 months of Game Pass subscription, you're talking $30, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys can play and beat 5-6 games in 2 months. You could play $400 or $500 worth of games, even more. You could play fucking $1,000 worth of games in 60 days for $30. It's a steal. It's an absolute steal. But I get if some people, that's not really your fucking thing. It is what it is. But I think Game Pass is extremely beneficial. It's so much more affordable nowadays than trying to keep up with all these new game releases. For the average person, you're talking every month 2+ games are coming out. You're talking $120 to $150 a month just on buying games, compared to $15. You know what I mean? Like, I hear that, Mary. I hear that. I got Steam too. And the only thing though is like, I don't know, like I used to think Steam was like God tier until I started running, like playing on like Epic or like GOG and things like that. There's so many better, like Steam is actually not that great when you compare it to some of the other things, but the Windows Game Store is kind of meh too. The Xbox interface isn't bad. Like the Xbox interface on PC is pretty decent, but Glenn A, thank you for the Hardened Survivor membership. Is huge, but I really appreciate that, dude. And Nathan, my thing with Game Pass, right, is I just forget to check it. Like, what game did we just play? I just played a game the other day. Let me see. What the hell game did we just played a game the other day. I just bought it. We played it and beat it. Or the Altars. Yeah, Altars. I bought Altars on Steam. And then I started streaming it, and people were saying how it was on Game Pass. And I'm like, bro, I could have saved myself 60 fucking bucks because I'm already paying for Game Pass. You know what I mean? I'm already paying for it. And then boom, there it is. Like, I just forget. And then it's like, sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. It's a pain in the ass, dude. But I feel for some of the games, it's a little easier because like, it's like, oh, you buy the deluxe edition, you get early access. And then it's like, but then if you want that early access on Game Pass, you got to, it's, I don't know. I feel like it's more confusing. No, Glenn, I had already played it for too long. By the time I realized, yeah, I got 4.2 hours on Altars. So, but we're going to actually be playing some of that here in a few minutes, guys. So again, I want to say thank you though, for all you guys coming and hanging out today. If I don't see you guys in the next stream, we are going to be playing some Altars. But I do again want to say thank you so much for the love, for the support. It means the world to me. If you guys do want to see more breakdown, let me know in the comments. Drop comments on the video. Let me know what you guys want to see. If not, it was a nice little revisit. If you do, hey, we'll look at what we could do. But we will have some more zombie stuff coming out because I know some of you guys want to see some zombie games. So we're going to be revisiting 7 Days to Die 2.0. I'm not promising a long series on that, guys. If it doesn't blow me away and feel a lot different from the first time I played it, I'm probably only going to just do a small little visit to the game. And then same thing with Scum. We're going to be checking out Scum 1.0, and that will be the same deal. We're going to kind of jump in and do a couple streams, kind of see how the game feels, see what it looks like. If it feels a lot different, if it's, fun, if it's not repetitive and blah, 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 then we'll keep it going. But like even Breakdown, you know what I mean? There's no way I could ever make it to Breakdown 99 on stream. It's just way too repetitive. Yeah, it's just, it's too repetitive. So it's like, you can mess around with it, do it a little bit, but eventually you just got to call it quits. But all right, guys, again, if I don't see you guys later on tonight, I really do hope you guys have a great rest of your day and night. Remember, drop comments. Let me know what you guys thought. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. And yeah, make sure you guys smash that like button on your way out. What's too repetitive? I was saying 7 Days to Die, Scum, and State of Decay Breakdown were repetitive. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you guys in the next one.